Welcome to those of you who know me and those who don't know me. My name is Ron Merby. I'm a herbalist. I'm a detox specialist. I know how to read eyes. I know how to read tongue. I know Chinese medicine. I know Ayurveda or Indian medicine as well. But more importantly, I have quite a bit of experience in healing the human body. And also, my driving force, my deepest driving force when I started from day one, is that I made a promise to myself and to others that I would share information for free and I would give everybody information for free. I would never gaslight. I would never hide information. I would never request money for information because I believe firmly that healing is a human birthright. So that has been my driving force. What keeps me satisfied and makes me happy to do this every day is the fact that I get people better and be able to reach thousands of people and helping them and getting the response back from them. This to me is my greatest driving force. This to me is what keeps me going in this. Okay, but I wanted to make this video to say thank you for being here. But more importantly, I wanted to discuss about teas and tinctures, oils and salves, and how to use them and why you should use them. So online, there are a group of people who say to you that using tinctures or alcohol-based herbs are not good and it's poison, etc., etc. This is simply not true and simply false. And also, it harms people because people are not able to heal at a fast rate possible because they're believing things they're hearing and they're fearful. But a tincture is it essentially means that you're taking herbs and you're using a medium to extract the herbs from the plant, the phytonutrients from the plant. So you can have a vinegar tincture, you can have a glycerin tincture, and you can have an alcohol-based tincture. Of the three I just mentioned, the alcohol-based tincture is probably is the best one. It can pull out about 90, some say about 80 to 90% of the plant essence. Vinegar is about 6 to 12%, and glycerin is very low. It's about 5 to 6%. These are not set in stone; it's an average. So when you're taking a tincture, you want the best bang for your money or your investment. You always want to be on tinctures. Okay. When you use a tea, like this one here, tea or powder, it's not as efficient as the tincture because you would need a whole lot of this to get a little bit of the tincture. Okay, so teas are fantastic when you want to keep hydrated, when you want, you don't want to be on the alcohol side, but you want a lot of water, you want something that's less powerful, I would say. Then you want to use the teas. You want to put the powder into your smoothies, etc. Right, your fruit smoothies. But tinctures run supreme. Okay, if I had to choose between the tea, tincture, or powder, I would go with tincture every time. Okay, because for a little one dropperful, I'm getting so much more potency of phytonutrients in than using a tea or a tincture. Plus, tinctures are easy to use. You take a dropperful, I take it raw. You can put it in the juice or water and drink it seconds. You know, in this busy world, we don't have time to put the tea into a pot, put some water, boiling water, and then make a tea and drink. Most people can't do that. They can't do it as often as possible. But you have this in your bag, easy to use. Okay, so tinctures are the most potent ones we use. Plus, when you take a tincture, it hits the bloodstream rather quickly, in seconds sometimes. Okay, because it goes through the mucosa and goes right into the bloodstream and it does its work. Whereas a tea goes to your stomach, you have to digest it, it breaks down, etc., etc., and it takes a lot longer time to get where it's supposed to go. So tinctures are number one. Teas I would use number two. And then, of course, you can use the powder into your smoothie as number three, because that's actually food you're putting into your smoothie. So it's part of food. You're digesting the food. So that's the order of importance I would use them. Alcohol tinctures are not harmful to you. They've been used since beginning of recorded time, and very, very powerful, very, very safe. Okay, it's medicinal, it's pure, it does its work. It's not like you're drinking, you know, a big recreational bottle of your favorite beverage, alcoholic beverage. We're not doing that. We're taking small amounts, concentrated, full of phytonutrients. That's a difference. Number two, oils and salves. Oils and salves are used to apply herbs, phytonutrients from the herbs into your skin, to usually for skin problems, usually to moisturize the skin, to get the skin healthier, etc. They are very potent. I love oils and salves. Good for the hair, good for the skin. My oils and salves are pure. They don't have any chemicals in them. When I say they don't have any chemicals, I mean we don't put any chemicals in there. What we might use, and not always, is grapeseed oil, grapeseed extract. Sorry, that's a natural preservative. It's a plant, and we might use some vitamin E. But even so, we don't usually use those because our oils go fast, and they're made fresh batches. They'll usually last 3 months when you start to use them. So there's no need for prolonged life. We don't sell it in stores. So it doesn't need to have a long shelf life. So when you buy my oils, you're getting very pure stuff, and most of the ingredients are organic. When I say most, I mean that our herbs are well crafted. So they're not grown in a farm. So they're not certified organic, but they're not. You don't use chemicals with them. The people who collect them, they pick them from the pure wild. There's no chemicals pushed into it. Okay, so it's not like you're going to a farm and you have a crop of corn or whatever it is, and you're putting chemicals on it to fertilizer, and also you're using pesticides. We don't do that. So they're not certified organic, but most of them are organic. Okay, and even better than organic because, like I said, it's in the wild. In the wild. So there you go. I've covered the tea tincture, and I've covered the oils and salves. Now I want to cover the diet. So the diet is important for the very simple reason that the diet allows you to heal quicker, because when we are compromised, our health is compromised. The diet is the problem. The diet is what brought us here. And when you go online, there's so many diets there. There's keto, there's this and that. It's endless, you see. But look around you, and look at animals. Animals give us the way. They show us the way, because humans we're too intellectual, and we like to make things too complex when it can be very, very simple. If you look at every animal, a cow, elephant, you see that they eat literally only one food. Okay, a horse will eat grass. Cows eat grass, and you will ask yourself, if it was so necessary to have a variety of foods in your diet, these animals will be deficient. None of them are deficient. They will eat basically one type of food, and they will get better, or they're healthier. Okay, human beings on the other hand eat so many different foods, and we have so many messages from people saying we're protein deficient, we're mineral deficient, we're this deficient, and this leads to sales of supplements. But in actual fact, when your diet is simple and it's designed the way humans are supposed to eat, you will not need a variety of foods to eat, meaning that the ideal diet for a human being is going to be a high fruit, raw vegan side. And a very low or no meat at all, animal products. Okay, if you look in nature, if you are in the forest right now, or if you are stuck somewhere in a forest in a situation where there's no civilization, you're not going to be hunting animals. First of all, you don't have a spear, you don't have all the tools. Number two, it's very difficult to hunt an animal. Number three, you're going to be collecting seeds and nuts and fruits. That's your first source of food you collect. As a human being stuck in a place, you see a tree of fruits, the first thing you go for. You're not going to find a spear and hunt an animal. Most people can't hunt. You can't even chase a chicken, let alone hunt down a big animal, okay, without the proper tools. Okay, so a diet high in fruits and raw veggies, perfect diet for you, nuts and seeds. And this is what you would use if you were stuck somewhere in the wild and you could not find anything to eat. You may think of eating animal products only when there's no other choice, when there's no fruits or veggies easily available. Okay, so that's how simple it is. So if you keep your diet to the high fruit, raw vegan side, you're always going to be okay. Okay, you won't be mineral deficient because it's full of mineral and vitamins. The amino acids are there. Everything you need, trace minerals are in there as well. So yeah, you're taken care of. So combine the herbs, combine the fruits, the diet I just shared with you. You're gonna be good. Most people who change their diet and go on the high fruit, raw vegan side by itself is sufficient to get them better. Most people with acute and subacute conditions. The herbs are there because they clean and strengthen your cells. So you want the teas, you want the tinctures, etc. And I thought this video is made for you so you can understand how simple it is to heal the human body. When it comes to healing the human body, all you need is change your diet, number one. Step number two, use the right herbs. Step number three, do therapeutics. I mean, you want to sweat a lot, you want to embrace nature, you want to walk barefoot, you want to do some yoga, some Tai Chi, embrace nature. You want to listen to nature sounds. These are all therapeutics. Breathe better, breathing exercises. And then the fourth one is time. A little bit of time, and you start to get better. That's how simple it is. So I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, you feel free and reach out to me through my website or through my social media as well. And stay blessed.